Alright guys, I don't know if you can see that up there, but there's me. There's this guy. So can I zoom in with this thing? No. Well, you just have to believe me, but it's up there. But we're gonna get some food and some equipment. I did not like that Hyundai dozer or the loader. They just felt super cheap. That dozer's really weird to get the hang. I see it. It was really weird to get the hang of. You had to like push the track controls in and then back. Like, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the Deers and stuff, but you can feather the throttle with your left and kind of fast or slow with that. But this one was just all the way or all the way back, which is why you saw me kind of struggling there with it. It was really weird, and the back was way too fast, but it's super, I don't want to say touchy, but just too dramatic. Go this way, poof, really hard this way, really hard that way. So, but anyways, we can get some food and see some more of the show and watch the freestyle show. And I just finished up Dirt Digger, the pipe laying. Didn't really catch any of that, but yeah, see you guys share some more of this. of the night there running that cat skid steer. It's pretty funny, that guy was trying to sell me on it, but still love my Kubotas, still love my 75-3. Way better of a machine than the cat. But now we got the Black Sheep show going on, so we're gonna check that out, and then it's freestyle, and that's the end of the night here, so stay tuned for some more action.
Our best whipper today. So that means we're gonna need the entire crowd down here on the fence line. Before you shout, he's actually the best rider in
Let's go right here.
like a majestic water polo thing going on over here. These
Holy
guys
crap.
are getting absolutely
Holy crap, I know he's an expert.
I never thought in a million years I would see acrobatic skills come from machine.
Oh my god, he's gonna go underneath it.
Are you kidding me? Steel wrist doing the Eiffel Tower and he's getting all the way on the come on, folks. Absolutely kidding. It is a world's first right here. Front row coming underneath the old excavator. Come on, folks, we are breaking world records here today. Army, get cozy, bring everybody down to the lines because these riders are going to be giving out high fives. And remember, don't go too far because right after the fireworks, some of these riders are going to be hanging on out underneath the easy up. So if you want to hang out with them, get some pictures with some of these legends, make sure you come on down and hang on out. But stay tight, don't go far. Grab grandma and grandpa, bring them on down. The show is going to be starting very soon. Anyways, folks, you came here to see some of the baddest, raddest dudes on two wheels, am I correct?
Yeah! Woo!
I said, Dirt Diggers, are you here to see the baddest, raddest dudes this side of the Mississippi or what? Well, folks, you've met my beautiful face, and it's time to meet some of the riders. We are gonna kick it on off over here. He has been doing over 100 hours out here on the track. He's the dozer man, he's the legend. He just got back out on that Husky to get crazy. Dirt Diggers, I need everybody to scream and shout for our first guy, the man who made most of these jumps on happen. He's coming all the way out of Hudson, Mass at 37 years young. Everybody, let me hear you scream for the legend, Dan LeClaire. One more time, let's give it on up for that husky rider. Let me hear you scream, let me hear you shout for Dan LeClaire. Up next, Mr. Union. That's right, he's coming all the way out of Phillipson, Mass. If he's not out there bending that rebar, he's clocking in 60 hours a week minimum. And when he's not out there, he's one of the baddest dudes on two wheels. Let me hear you give it on up for one of the local legends. Come on, folks, let me hear you shout. Let me hear you get crazy for the 775 of Jake Abbott.
Let me hit you with a song request. Wait, hit him with the shit.
Alrighty, folks. One more time, come on, let me hear you get loud, let me hear you get crazy. Let's give it on up for the 775 of Jake Abbott. Up next, this man is known in many different continents. He's white on white right now with that bike looking right. Folks, he's coming all the way out of Templeton, Mass at the age of 34. He's a legend, he's a beast, he's known as the magician. Come on, folks, let me hear you shout for the local, the Madman. Let me hear you scream for Sid Meehan. Coming all the way out of North Bum, New Hampshire. He's a madman on the motocross course. You might not hear him because he's all but electric out there, boogie woogie. Come on, folks. Let me hear you get loud. Let me hear you get crazy for some of these sauciest whips I've ever seen on an electric bike. Let me hear you get crazy. Let me hear you get loud for Lane.
Kids are straight animals.
Alrighty, folks. This man is so fast, not even the wind can keep up with him. He's known all over New England as one of the fastest guys on two wheels. He's got his two-stroke ripper on autos here today. Folks, come on, let me hear you get loud. Let me hear you get crazy. As he starts to mix gas and go real fast, let me hear you scream for the 560. Come on, folks, let me hear you scream for Kyle Murdoch. That 25-year-old ripper coming out of Wichita, Mass. He's the local. He's the ripper. Let's get loud for the 560. Kyle Murdoch. Alrighty, up next. He's coming from our farthest trip all the way out of Templeton, Mass. He's a young gun under the age of 30, Mr. Powder Works himself. He travels all over the country being a bad rad dude on two wheels. And if he thinks his ice is nice, I'm gonna hear you get loud, I'm gonna hear you get crazy. Come on, folks, let me hear you scream. Let me hear you shout for the local, Richie Machete. Machete. Alrighty, up next, coming all the way out of West Haven, Connecticut. He's known as the Wizard of Two Wheels. That's right, folks. It doesn't matter what two wheels you put underneath this man. He makes pure magic out of it. He's an absolute legend on a AA battery bike. Come on, folks. Let me hear you scream. Let me hear you shout for the legend himself. Let's get loud for Jay Solid. Alrighty, up next, he comes originally all the way out of Australia, but he's just got his American citizenship. Let me hear you scream for the California. That's right, 6-team X Games medalist, 9-time gold medalist, absolute legend, no cab Yamaha rider. Let me hear you get loud. Let me hear you get absolutely insane. For the man, the myth, the legend himself, let me hear you get loud for none other than Jared. Big deal. All the way around on some of the biggest whips you've ever seen. I need you to pay attention on out there, crowd, because you are going to be my judges. We're going to see who the baddest, raddest dude this side of the Mississippi is. But I need you. See these trophies that we got over here? We got some sweet shovels set on up. We're gonna give those on to the baddest, raddest dude on two wheels. But Dirt Diggas, you think you can help me on out with that or what? Remember, they run off of your hype. The louder you get, the crazier you are, the more noise we make, the crazier these riders are gonna get. New England Dirt Diggas, are we ready to start these motors on number 1? Then let's have some fun. Let's get the screaming going. Let's get the music pumping. Let's have some fun. Come on, New England Dirt Diggas. Let me hear you scream. Diggas, how we doing out there?
Who's your favorite?
Come on, folks. I know I'm getting a little old in here, but how are we doing out there? Are we having fun? Are you not entertained? Alrighty, folks. I barely know my ABDs or my 1, 2, 3s. I'm gonna need your help on out there, folks, where it's time to pick the baddest, raddest dude this side of the Mississippi on 2 wheels. Can you help me on out there, Dirt Diggers? Alrighty, so we have some 24 karat gold spray paint shovels on out here that we want to give on out to our bad rad riders. So I'm gonna walk down the line and you're gonna shout for what we think is the 3rd place rider right now. Not the best, not the 2nd best. We're going for 3rd place right now. Judges, are you ready out there in the crowd? Let's start down the line. Mr. Majestic, more patriotic than George Washington, I've heard. Folks, let me hear you get loud, let me hear you get crazy. Does you think that Ronnie Mack deserves 3rd place or what? Okay. Ryan, I don't think they want you to have 3rd. I don't think they want you to have 3rd. Folks, what do we think about the New Hampshire Ripper, Mr. AA Battery himself? Let me hear you get loud for Lane Gagney. All right. Now we're going off. Whoever gets the loudest is getting 3rd place right now, folks. We're all on the same page. Mr. Powder Works himself. Folks, if you ever need any type of Powder Works and anything like that, you know, for the people, by the people, for the people, come on down to Powder Works. What do we think about Richie Machete? Solid, dude. I think Richie's going home with the shovel. Going on over to the man, the myth, the absolute legend, the wizard himself, the guy who defies the odds of gravity. What do we think about Templeton Ripper? Seth B. Okay. They think he's up on the top 3. What about Mr. 60 hours a week? That's what I call union. What do we about? My guy. Let me hear you scream. What do we think about the Abbott right here, folks? What do we think? Ooh, that's a contender for 3rd. That's a contender. I like that. All right, no cap, but on the Yamaha here, all the way out of Australia, the California Ripper, Mr. US himself. What do we think about Jared McNeil for 3rd place? They kind of want you for 3rd place. What about Mr. Faster Than Smoke himself? Let me hear you get loud for the 562 stroke Ripper. Kyle Murdoch! Ooh, solid. Judges, pay attention. This is a hard thing. I can't choose. What do we think about my guy, Mr. Tozer Man himself? Come on, folks. What do we think about Dan LeClaire? Solid. Sorry, Jay, I can't go over there. You're out of range. What do we think about the New Hampshire, or the New Haven Ripper? What do we think about Jay Dolan for 3rd place? This is a hard one, dude. It's a hard one. Can we run through this one last time? Real quick, folks. My hand's going over the top of their heads. If you scream as loud as you can, that means you want them for the 3rd place trophy. Is everybody ready? Let's go. Who do they think is going to make podium? Does this guy make podium? 775? Solid. What do you want, Mr. Jeremy? This is hard. What do you think about Murdoch? The Dozer Ripper? What do we think about Mr. Double D's over here, the Battery Ripper? One more time, do you think Jake Dolly should get that 3rd place trophy? Do you really think so? Then let me hear you scream, let me hear you shout for the West Haven legend himself, walking out of here with the gold. Let me hear you get loud for for Jay Heckin' Dolan. All right, we're gonna run back through this quick. Second place, same deal. You ready? I said, are you ready? Yeah! Second place trophy we're yelling for. The loudest person gets second place trophy. Mr. American Eagle himself? Okay. New Hampshire legend, what do we think about Lane? I still love you, Lane, still love you. What do we think about Powderworks Ripper? Solid. Mr. Cheetah Print himself, what do we think about the Templeton legend? What do we think? Dude, he's a contender. What do we think? What do we think about Mr. Union himself, Mr. Bacon, Egg, and Cheese? Solid numbers right there, solid numbers. Oi, what do we think about Dicko right here? All the way out of Australia, I think he might deserve second. Hard contender. Mr. Mixing Gas and Going Fast. He did defy the odds of Brad. Think on that second place for Kyle Murdoch. Ooh, that's tough. One last one. What do we think about Dozer Boy? You think he gets second? Ooh, solid numbers. Bat, what do you think about second place? This is tight one. I got some streams down there. They were kind of over here. Let's try this guy one more time. Let's see if the crowd likes him. Folks, the 560, the New England legend himself. Do you think the madman Kyle Murdoch deserves second place or what? Then let me scream. Let me hear you shout. Let's give it on up for this legend right here for going upside down all the way around. Let's get loud for Kyle Murdoch. I want to thank this special moment for Buc-ee's keeping me nice and warm. If you're a Buc-ee's fan on out there, here you get loud for Busses. I love it. First place, come up. The best trophy that we have. Folks, same game. Let's see who won our first place trophy.
He's gotta win.
Is it Mr. America himself, folks? What do we think about these two legends on over here? What do we think about Lane for first place? That's a solid name. What do we think about Powderworks? Come on, I gotta go down the line. What do we think? Mr. Upside Down all the way around? Solid, but I don't know if we're there. Bacon, egg, and cheese? Dude, you are the crowd fave. You have been a top contender for every position right now. Because, you know why? That's what I call Union. First place, what do we think? All the way out of California, the cat, Mama Jamma himself. What do we think about Jared McNeil? The man, the myth, the absolute legend. He pushes more dirt than we've seen. What do we think about Dozer Boy? Heckin' dang dog. Yo, this is hard. I really don't know how to run it.
Ronnie.
Folks, this is tough for me. It seems like we got down to a two-man pickle. Should we put these two riders head-to-head right now?
Oh, I knew that was coming. Yeah!
Two men in, one man out. Two men out. Hey, I'm sorry, I was trying to get that chant going.
Master Blaster from Mad Max.
You want to do it?
In the Thunderdome.
It is a duel. It's 12-time X Games medalist, No Cap Yamaha, the absolute legend, Who do we think's gonna win? Dirt Diggas, who do you think's gonna win? Let's cue up some music and get these guys ripping. New England Dirt Diggers, what do we think of that one so far? All right, this is a tough cookie, and I'm gonna need all of your lungs for this one. Who do we think gets the gold trophy here today? Is it the California man? Is it the California man himself? The cat ambassador, the man, the myth, the absolute legend. What do we think about Jared McNeil on the blue line? This is tough. This is tough. And what do we think about the absolute legend? Some say he had a hand in doing the Declaration of Independence. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you scream. What do we think about the running?
Uncle Ronnie!
One last time, this is a tough breaker. Come on, folks. Do you think the blue bike ripper Jared McNeil gets it? What do we think about the bald eagle himself, folks?
Yeah!
Alrighty, folks, judges are in. We have high definition 1080p coming on at you live. Folks, we have analyzed this photo. I took a look at some other photos. We're not going to talk about those. But from what we just saw on out there, it's looking like 12-time X Games medalist, the All-Rider. Ladies and gentlemen, let me hear you scream. Let you hear you shout. For the absolute California legend himself, let me hear you get loud for Jared!
All right, guys, that concludes the New England Dirt Diggers 2025 for us. It was a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed. We'll continue regular uploading of jobs, and I'll see you guys at the 2026 New England Dirt Diggers next year.